You know, this show is amazing. This show comes in here today and establishes, in 3 episodes, as a romance series, as a romantic comedy, rom-com, whatever you want to call it, in those 2 genres of anime, this show established what those shows try to establish in 12 episodes. They did it in 3. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai is the real deal. And it took them 3 episodes to make it feel like a climax, a conclusion. And a lot of shows try to do, and a lot of shows that try to do that are romances, rom-coms, wherever they may be. It's funny how it takes them 12 to 24 episodes. Even Snafu, as much as I love Snafu, it's a top 5 anime of mine. I'm come out and say it. You people always ask me, what's your favorite show? So, guys, I'm telling you, one of my favorite shows, one of my top 5 favorite shows is my teen romantic, comedy, Snafu. And it took that show about 24 episodes to really reach that romantic climax and make it really feel like it was put together very well. This show managed, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai managed to do that in 3 episodes. And that's one of my favorites. This show just blew rom-coms and just out of the water. So, where it goes from here is going to be a huge question. I'm not really sure where it goes from here. It looks as if it's going to focus on other people's adolescence syndrome. But that's for the next video. We don't know for sure yet. So, this show is really starting to eat at me because Mai was just so sad. You could see it. You could see that she is fighting the sadness back. She's holding back the tears. You could see that she was hurting, and it was really getting to me, actually. And whenever you find out that if you sleep, you become part of this phenomenon, that, your recognition, your observations are not operative during that time. They're off. Once you sleep, you're not conscious of your friends. You're not conscious, unless you're, I guess, dreaming about them, sure. But you're, at some point in time, you don't have any consciousness. You are in your REM sleep, your deepest sleep. And that's when this adolescent syndrome, this phenomenon, this atmospheric phenomenon, as they said in the show, takes over, and then just kind of grabs those memories and kind of drags them out of your head, and or puts them in the very back of your mind. And that's what that was describing, just in case anyone did not understand that part. So, and then to see that our man Sakuda goes as far to just taking a bunch of pills, not sleeping for like 3 or 4 days, just to try to stay awake, only for Mai to feel so bad to the point to where she has to give him sleeping medicine so he doesn't affect his actual health and kill himself, basically, essentially, is sad. And she's like, goodbye, thanks. I'm just like, holy crap, this can't be happening. It's like, how long are they going to make us not see these 2 on camera together? That's a crime. You cannot allow us not to see these 2 characters on screen together. That's how well they've built up these 2 characters' relationship, right? And I'm sure any and every one of you guys would agree with that is enjoying this show. And I was like, holy crap, this can't be happening. And then, he is logging stuff, and I was just like, yes, he's going to remember regardless, right? It'll trigger that remembrance of Mai. And he doesn't remember because the name, it's as if the name has been etched out of reality. It's blurry, it's fuzzy, there's blanks there. And it's just like, holy shit, did she just get erased from existence? Yeah, when will we see her again? Will she come back into the series again? Or will this be a sad story? We don't know which way the show is going, and that's why I really like the mystique of the show so far and the supernatural aspect of the show so far, because you can't read it. You can't read what's going to happen within this narrative and within this concept of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. We don't know what's going to happen with this show. We don't know. We don't know what the idea is because it's mysterious. We don't know the concepts. And that's why I found the show so enjoyable, and why I am finding it so enjoyable, and why I'm here to say that this show, through first 3 episodes, is something that don't know if I've fully experienced. I am utterly blown away. I love ReZero, and it just immersed me within the narrative that it's trying to tell, within the character that was Subaru Nagasaki. But this show's up there, man. This show is really damn good. But other than that, though, we do get to see that his memories do return, and we get to the scene to where he's taking his test and he's remembering the studying with Ma. It's just like, holy shit, it's all coming back now, because he remembered how he would word those houshies or whatever they were called. I can't remember exactly, but he remembered how he would word those answers whenever he's referring to Ma, just messing and being playful with her. And you see him just run and sprint, and it reminds you of the opening. He's sprinting, he's struggling, he's doing everything he can to try to remember and then try to find Mai. And then he goes and screams at the top of his lungs, I love you very much," and just humiliating himself. And it seems as if it's just not going to work. And you sit there wondering, I love the atmosphere set up right there, because you're sitting there wondering, are they going to remember? Do they remember? Oh, they don't remember. You kind of, because no one's saying anything. You don't see Mai anywhere. So you're kind of like, wow, they're not going to remember. And then she shows up. I was like, kiss her. Just kiss her now. Do it now, because that'd just be so cool. And of course he doesn't, which I think that scene, it's already a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, because the way they orchestrated it, set that up, was really very well done. But I think it could have been better. It would have been, icing on top of the cake that was already, already looking beautiful prior to this, if they would have done that. But nonetheless, though, during that B-roll, I do want you guys to know, during that B-roll scene where he's just running and monologuing to himself, Sakuta I'm referring to, that whole scene is basically fleshing out Mai, who she is as a character. So go back and watch that. If you really want to understand Mai, go back and watch that scene. She's someone who isn't the smartest person ever. She's not dumb by no means, but she isn't as necessarily smart as she tries to make herself sound. She's someone who tries to avoid her emotions at times. Someone who embraces her emotions, but also at the same time hides them. Someone says, yeah, I feel this way, but I'm going to hide it from you, or I'm going to give you subtle hints, as he talks about he's done with hints and stuff like that. But and she even openly, tries to hide her emotions during that scene whenever she shows up after he's yelling, I love you, and everyone starts to remember. She's like, we both maybe going with the flow and the, kind of like the momentum of this situation right now, and, all the emotions that are running wild right now. We maybe, if I say, yes, I love you too, and I say, I want to be with you, and I kiss you right here, what Mai's basically saying is this truly a product of how I feel and what I want for myself, which is you, or is it me riding the emotional wave? And I do understand that. And that does make me appreciate it. And it doesn't make me say, oh, the kitchen scene would have made it perfect, because that scene does save it. I do have to say that. But other than that, though, yeah, they remember. Mai's back. Maybe we don't have to worry about her being forgotten. Maybe we got to work on the next character. I don't know, man. There's a lot. Some people have been telling me that this show looks as if it wants to go into college. I mean, the light novels are still being written, and it may leak into college. That's the direction it seems to be taking. I talked to someone in my Discord that said it too, someone I know, someone that reads the light novel. So it makes you wonder, where's the show going? We have a couple characters in the opening, the blonde-haired girl, the girl that we saw at the park in the next episode's preview that can most definitely be helped. We saw the girl that probably, the scientist girl, she's another main character. She'll probably need some help. And maybe the guy, that's 5 other characters that we could see get some limelight within the show. But yeah, where's the show to go next? It makes you wonder. Maybe it should be a little bit, maybe it's going, you could very well say maybe it's getting some stuff from Snafu, and maybe that's where it's going. Snafu turned to a show that the club members had to help other people, and it seems as if maybe that's where this show is going next too. Maybe Asugawa or Sakuta, I should say Sakuta, that's what I call him anyways, and the scientist girl, maybe they're basically going to be forming a team and helping people with the adolescent syndrome. Maybe that's what's next. But as always, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow Twitter X25. Really good stuff, and I cannot wait to see what happens next with this series. As far as I'm concerned, it's up there with a lot of shows this season. Attack on Titan, I love it. This show has been there through the first 3 episodes. This show has been as good as My Hero Academia through the first 3 episodes, and I hope it continues to do so. So as always, guys, see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching. Wow, this show is simply amazing.